Welcome back. I'm so happy to be here. Let me tell y'all, I'm so excited. Let's get some music going. And listen. I'm a sucker for some good, relaxing Final Fantasy music, mostly because relaxing Final Fantasy music is like 90% Final Fantasy 9 music. It's just the Final Fantasy 9 soundtrack, and I love Final Fantasy 9. So we'll put on some relaxing Final Fantasy music in the background, and we'll vibe out today. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know if that's too quiet. It should start picking up in volume here. Yeah, there we go. I feel like it's an okay volume. I don't want it to be louder than my voice. I just want it to be a subtle kind of almost a lullaby in the background. you know? How are we doing today? How's everyone doing? Wonderful to see you, Kurt. It's wonderful to see you, Kurt. I was excited when the stream was in the stream starting soon screen. We got, apparently, unless my stream program is lying to me, we got 13 viewers right now across all three platforms. 13 viewers across Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. That's crazy. So thank you. Shout out. Oh, we're doing a shiny hunting. We're just doing a little bit of shiny hunting. I appreciate y'all, though. I appreciate y'all. So, we ended the last stream at 1,918 Abra. We are starting this stream basically with an immediate reset. I have all the Abra loaded into the game, so I won't get too ahead of myself. I'm not going to put the number at 2,055 quite yet. We'll look at the Abra first. But we ended the last stream at 1,918, and we're starting this stream with another 137 to go. Which, it's so crazy to me that we're doing 137 Abra a reset. It feels like I'm being spoiled, bro. It really does. Hi, Zach. It's wonderful to see you. Zach, I've been eagerly awaiting a response from you. Not to pressure you, but I am just very, very excited about plans for April. I don't even know why I'm beating around the bush. We can talk about it. I'm not going to spoil anything too crazy. For those of you who don't know, I've been talking about it vaguely in the past month, but I can officially announce, and I was going to make it basically the biggest topic of tonight. It's going to be the thing we talk about the most in today's stream. April of this year is going to be the first game show we host on my live. I've been hyping it up for a while. I've been talking about it for a while. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. But in April this year, we're finally going to host a game show on our live stream. And I'll be announcing more, including applications for people who want to participate and be a contestant in the game show in the coming weeks. But today we can at the very least discuss officially what the format of the game show is going to be, the name of the game show, and how some of the rules and competitions are going to work, which I'm excited about. But first and foremost, we need to check these Abra out. I want to see if we got any shinies here. Anything exciting going on. Come on. Alright, no shinies on our GameCube. Let's look at the DS. Whatever. Any shinies on the DS? See, it'll kind of suck if we get a shiny on the DS, because you guys are probably not even going to be able to tell. The camera quality's so bad. But it's okay. The odds of getting a shiny on the DS are way lower, because we can only get 2 boxes worth of Abra, instead of on the GameCube where we have a copy of Leaf Green loaded in. And on that version of the game, you can get like 3 boxes of Abra. Alrighty. Alright, no shinies. Unlucky, brothers. All good. Let's do a bit of a reset here. Reset here. We'll load it back up. We've officially hit 2,000 Abra, by the way. Kind of crazy. $2,000 Abra. Also, I think I jinxed it when I mentioned the viewer count. I was all excited and happy and celebrating the fact that we had double-digit viewer counts at the start of the stream. And now we've dropped back down to the single digits. That's almost comical, though. Like, I had double-digit viewer counts in my stream starting soon screen. But then the second I actually start playing the video game, the viewer count drops to the single digits. People aren't here for the gameplay. They actually just want to watch the stream starting soon screen. One day, I should just do an entire, 2-hour live stream, and it's just 2 hours of the stream starting soon screen. And you know what? It would probably get more viewers than, my average stream. That's sad. That's kind of sad. That's okay. Honestly, though, we still got more viewers than I normally have, so I appreciate y'all nonetheless. We still got more people lurking right now than I normally have. Normally in a shiny hunt stream, I'm lucky if I got 1 person in the chat. So the fact that we got a bunch of people lurking, someone watching on TikTok, that's a surprise. A humble surprise in and of itself. Yeah, buy some more Abra here from the game corner. And then run it back. But yeah, oh my gosh. I accidentally nicknamed these stupid Abra again. What was I saying though? Oh, yes. So, today we can officially announce and talk a little bit about the game show that I'm going to be hosting in April. I think, there were a lot of ideas we floated around in the chat. And there's still a lot of ideas I want to do. For example, one game show that I still think could be really funny is a Discord version of Love is Blind. But instead of, having real life people in pods where they can't see each other because there's a thin wall, just a thin concrete wall between them. We had the idea in the chat of doing Discord Love is Blind, where we take a bunch of hopelessly online gamers, put them in a Discord server, and they're not allowed to turn on their cameras until they have all linked up with one another and coupled up. I still think that'd be really funny, but it could be ethically incorrect, could be morally wrong, so we might put that one on the back burner. But while there are a lot of ideas for game shows that I want to do on my live stream, and we still might do them, the first game show we are officially going to host on our live stream, because I think it is both palatable and also fitting for the type of content that I make, is gonna be a Minecraft version of Big Brother, but with kind of my own twist on it. So it's going to have some slightly different rules, competitions, and twists than Big Brother. However, for the most part, it's 90% Big Brother. So that's the game show you can kind of associate it with the most. And the reason we're hosting it in Minecraft is not only because Minecraft is one of the games that I play the most, but it's also one of the games my community plays the most, and therefore it's a very easy setting to host a game show in where we can kind of congregate. You know? Like, technically, I could host a Big Brother on Discord, but that would arguably be more difficult to to run. Like, trying to coordinate competitions and challenges out of a Discord server that are fair and I guess not going to be taken advantage of by anyone is what's most important to me. And when I say not taken advantage of, I don't want anyone to cheat, you know? I don't want anyone to get an unfair advantage in the game. And I think with some of the Discord competitions, as someone who's played Discord reality games, I've literally played 2 Discord survivors. There are ways people cheat. In one of the survivors I played, 2 people got kicked out of the game for cheating. So, yeah, I think it's far more difficult to host a Discord competition show and enforce the rules and prevent people from cheating, if that makes sense. Whereas on a Minecraft server, we can have like moderators and admins look out for that type of shit. There can be actual firewalls in place preventing people from cheating. But the name of the game show, while some people might call it a little cringy, it is fitting for my channel, my content. It's going to be called the Wolf's Den. And the way it's going to work is it's going to start with 9 people. And after the first challenge, each round, you'll have an Ultima. Think of it in Big Brother terms as your head of household. Now, where it differentiates a little bit from Big Brother is in each Ultima challenge or head of household challenge, everyone gets a placement. You're not just fighting for first place, all right? You're not just fighting for that head of household. You're fighting for every placement. Because if you get last place or second to last place, you are immediately marked for exile. Or, to put it in Big Brother terms, you are put up on the block for eviction. The Ultima, or head of household, then nominates 2 other people to be marked for exile, or to be put up on the block for eviction. So now you have 4 people up on the block in Big Brother terms, or 4 people marked for exile. The 2 that got the 9th and 8th place, the 2 that got the last 2 placements in the challenge, and the 2 people that the Ultima chose. Those 4 people then go into an Omega challenge. Think of this as your power veto challenge. 2 people in that Omega challenge will win their safety and have their mark of exile removed, meaning they get off the block. They are no longer on the block for eviction. Again, I'm comparing a lot of this to Big Brother terms, just so anyone who's seen Big Brother can kind of correlate. And then, after those 2 winners of the Omega Challenge have been removed from the block, have their mark of exile removed, we now have 2 people left who have been marked for exile. The remaining players will vote to exile one of those 2 people marked. The Ultima will only vote in the event of a tie. The person with the most votes is eliminated from the game. And that's just round 1. Round 2 follows the same premise. The only exception is you cannot win the Ultima, or the head of household in Big Brother terms, back to back. You cannot win the, leader of the pack, so to speak, in back-to-back rounds. You still want to compete for first place, because you don't want to get marked for exile. But you can't just be the Ultima every round. You can't get, that power every round and comp your way out to the end. So, I know that was a lot of over-explaining, just to make sure that everyone could follow, both the people who understand how competition in reality games work, and to the people who don't understand. I over-explained for their sake. Therefore, we'll run it back again. In the final 8, now that one person's been eliminated, we're going to run an Ultima challenge. Everyone will get placements, first place through 8th place. First place will win the power of Ultima, unless they were the Ultima last round, in which case you can't win Ultima back-to-back, and that power will go to 2nd place. The people in the bottom 2 positions, 7th and 8th place, are marked for exile. The Ultima will choose 2 more people to be marked for exile. Those 4 people marked for exile compete in the Omega Challenge. The 2 winners of the Omega Challenge lose their mark of exile and are safe. Everyone will vote for the remaining 2 players marked for exile to eliminate one of those 2 remaining players. Except for the Ultima. The Ultima will only vote in the event of a tie. Person with the most votes gets eliminated. Now we're down to the final 7. Make sense? Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Hi.
Scared me.
What?
I didn't realize you were here.
Hi.
No, it's okay. You jump scared me. How was work? You tired? Yeah. I know. I was really tired. I'll be honest. I low-key. Well, yeah. Give me one sec. Mute. Anyways, we're almost done buying Abra here. And then we'll go check and see if any of these are shiny. Alright, that is all the Abra we can buy. Let's go check if any of these Abra are shiny. Okay. Oop, I pressed the wrong button. Oopsies. Okay. Let's go through the GameCube first. I have a Discord notification. Give me one sec. Ah, not important. Alright. Any shiny Abra on the GameCube? Come on. Fingers crossed. We're officially a quarter of the way there towards max odds. We're at 2,000 resets, so quarter of the way there. Feels good. Gotta head out. No worries, no worries. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the good luck. Alright, box 2. I really hope we get the shiny on the GameCube, just because it'll look so much nicer, and I'll have a much better reaction than on the DS, where you can barely see the screen. Alright, nothing in box 2. Box 3. Alright. No shinies on the GameCube. How about the DS? Let's see here. We have about a box less of Abra to look through. So I always have, like, less expectations. But, you know, maybe I'll get surprised. We did find the shiny Charmander on this exact DS. Oh, you know what? I should have asked Abby to turn up the fan when she was in the room. I'm so hot right now. It's so hot in our house. I should have asked her to turn up the box fan. I might low-key call her on my phone just to bring her back. Because I don't want to yell across the house. That's disrespectful. Wait, why was one of those Abra... I accidentally nicknamed one of these Abra A. I saw it look different, and I didn't know if it was shiny. Like, it confused me, because it didn't look shiny, but it looked different. Because I nicknamed it A. What is wrong with me? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm calling Abby. See if she can turn the fan up. I'm so hot. It doesn't help that I'm wearing a beanie, but I like this beanie. Hopefully she didn't leave her phone in the room. She's not answering.
Yes.
Hey, because you're so hot and you love me, can you come back and turn the fan up to the maximum setting? I am sweating.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah.
But it's gonna drop in temperature, so I feel like it's pointless.
Well, just turn it. I'll turn it down after my stream's over. I just don't want to be sweating on stream.
No, I'm in the AC.
Well, no, don't turn the AC on. Just turn the fan on. Thank you. I love you. All right. Cool. I mean, if you want, that'd be helpful. No. I mean, if you just angle the fan enough, the wind will get over to me. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah, I can feel the fan. Not a big deal. Okay, I'm not muted, by the way. Okay. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. See, when you put a back to the fan like that, it blocks all the air. You know what I mean? Like, that's good. That's good. It's just, yeah, sometimes when you set the fan up against something that blocks all the air, yeah, I don't feel anything. But right now I feel the fan. Thank you. I love you. You're so helpful and kind. Alright. Alright, that's another reset down. Let's go ahead and try again. Run it back, boys. We run it back. Back to purchasing 137 Abra from this merchant. I'm gonna be sick of talking to this lady by the end of the stream, bro. Oh, you know what I actually have to do at the end of the stream? I need to make my stream schedule. I didn't make my stream schedule for this week, so I technically started my stream today without any, like, prior announcement, without any warning, because I didn't have a schedule made for today. Apologies. Usually there's a schedule for every single one of my streams, that way you always know when I'm going live. But sometimes there's exceptions, like, if it's the first stream of my stream schedule, like today, I get a little lazy and I don't make my stream schedule in time. So the first stream of the week, the first stream of the schedule's not out yet because I haven't made it yet. But maybe that's how we'll end the stream. We'll end the stream by making the stream schedule. How dare you not warn me about streaming so I can appropriately plan my night? I know, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by talking to my beautiful, hot, gorgeous woman. Anyways, to finish my little explanation of the game show that we're doing. Brandon, I don't know if you were here, because I know you're a professional lurker. I'm officially announcing today on stream that we're hosting our first ever game show on live in April, end of April. Maybe mid-April if we can push it. It's going to be called Wolf's Den. It's going to be mostly themed around Big Brother, that reality game show, if you've ever seen it, with some slight differences, but like 90% themed to Big Brother. It's going to be hosted in Minecraft. And I started explaining the format. And I don't want to repeat it fully, but I will repeat it a little bit for you, because it gets a little crazy at the final 5. So I explained how the game works at the beginning. It starts with 9 players, and it goes down one by one. At the final 5, whoever wins the Ultima, the position of Ultima, does not need to nominate anyone. Because the 4 remaining players, the 4 people who did not win first place, automatically get nominated and automatically get marked for exile. Those 4 players, 2nd through 5th place, all immediately go into an Omega challenge. The 2 winners of that challenge are now safe. The 2 losers of that challenge remain marked for exile. The 2 winners of that challenge now vote to eliminate someone of the remaining 2 players marked for exile. If those 2 players cannot come to a consensus and it's a tie, the Ultima, person who got first place at the final 5 challenge, is the one who breaks the tie. Because again, the Ultima only votes in the event of a tie. We're now down to 4 players. And in the final 4, that is the only instance where you're allowed to win the Ultima challenge back-to-back, because it would be very, very unfair if you couldn't win the Ultima challenge in the final challenge. Like, you're basically just getting fucked out of winning the game. So the reason there's a rule in place that you can't win the Ultima challenge back-to-back throughout the entirety of the rest of the game is, like, if it's the final 9 and you win the Ultima challenge, and then you also win it at final 8, final 7, final 6, you can never be eliminated. You can never even have a chance at being voted for and removed from the game. So that rule of you cannot win back-to-back is put in place to stop people from just steamrolling and kind of running the table. But the only exception to the rule of you cannot win back-to-back is at the final 5 into the final 4, because the final 4 is the final Ultima challenge. And therefore, I want to allow everyone to have the ability to win a spot into the finale, into the final 3. So, at the final 4, you get your last Ultima challenge. Whoever wins that Ultima challenge immediately earns a spot into the finale in the final 3. The remaining 3 players are now all marked for exile. They go into the final Omega challenge of the season, in which everyone is, again, automatically marked for exile. One person will win, lose their mark of exile. The other 2 players will remain marked for exile. And that one player who won the Omega challenge gets to decide who joins them and the winner of the Omega challenge in the final 3, and who is the last player eliminated from the game. Whoever they vote for is eliminated, and then we have our final 3, our, finale. And the final 3 players will be voted on by the players who were voted out, the jury, for lack of a better term, as to who deserves to win. The jury will vote for a winner. In the event of a tiebreaker between first and second place, so let's say everyone hates third place, no one votes for third place, but first and second both get 3 votes each, Third place automatically becomes a member of the jury and will split the tie and vote for a winner. In some fucked up universe where there's a three-way tie split 2-2-2 across all three finale members, the split will be determined by challenge placements. And whoever had the lowest challenge placements will be the final member of the jury and will vote for a winner across the remaining two members still sitting in the finale. But yeah, it'll be a final three, and the jury of people voted out throughout the game will vote on that final three. And I know there have been issues in the past from other people who have run game shows like this where someone gets eliminated and they rage quit and they don't stick around for the rest of the game, and therefore they aren't at the end of the game to be a jury member, and therefore they don't vote. I'm trying to eliminate that problem. I'm trying to eliminate the constant issue that these live game shows have of jury members just rage quitting and not voting at the end for a winner. So, as we've discussed in past live streams, I am going to pay everyone who plays in this game show for their participation. I think everyone deserves to make a little bit of money for participating. However, you will only make your money if you stick around the entire time. Now, I'm not expecting people to, like, spectate the whole 5-6 hour live stream if they're the first person eliminated. If you're the first person eliminated, you can go, leave, get dinner with your family. As long as you come back by the end of the stream to vote for a winner, I'll still give you your money. But it would be nice if you spectated a little bit so you at least understood what was going on in the game to make a rational and proper jury vote, if that makes sense. Now, I understand when I say that, like, I'm going to pay everyone, people get a little excited, They get the, like, Looney Tunes dollar signs in their eyes. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a very low-income streamer. I'm a low-income person, okay? I'm literally streaming in a one-bedroom setup. My wife is in the room with me. Our bed is in the room with me. Alright, this is a studio stream setup. Okay? I don't have a lot of cash to throw around. So at least at the start, while I'm still making pennies off of my content, and I will be losing money off of this game show, it is going to be, admittedly, pretty, like, minimum wage. For example, the first person eliminated is probably only going to be on stream and participating in the game show for, like, 30 minutes. They're getting $5. The winner... How did I have it broken down again? I have it written down somewhere. It's either on my phone or it's on... It's either on my phone or it's on a Google Doc. No, it's not on either. It's not on an electronic device. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and that piece of paper is across the room, so I'm not getting up to go get it. The winner, I think the way I have it split up, is getting 50, and the stream is expected to take like 5, maximum 6 hours. So if it's 5 hours, you just made $10 an hour. That's above minimum wage. If it's 6, minimum wage. But again, I am broke. Like, I will be losing money on this stream. In total, I'll be spending, across all 9 players and my cameraman, I'll be spending like $225. I don't make $225 in a month of live streaming. So, like, before anyone tries to accuse me of being stingy, I think the amount of money I made last month in streaming was like $30-40. So spending $225 on one single stream is like buku bucks for me. That's like literally going gourmet, being bougie. So yeah, across all 9 players and the cameraman, about $225 I'll be handing out. And obviously, the better you place, the more money you'll make, with first place getting 50. But if you do not stick around the entire time, you don't get your money. If you get caught cheating or messing up the competition in any way similar to such, or just being just trolling, you will not get your money. So like there will be rules set in place that like will hopefully convince people to just, be proper, courteous, legitimate players. I want everyone to have a good time. I want everyone to play fair, and I want it to be like a fun game show. But yeah. And again, hopefully, in my ideal future, we'll grow, the game show will blow up, my stream will blow up, and if we make more money in the future, we can start handing out more money in later renditions, in later seasons. But for now, this first season, I've allotted myself $225 to hand out. And that number could be off. It could be a little more, could be a little less. Again, I don't have the total in front of me because I wrote it down on a scrap piece of paper. All I remember is that last place gets $5, first place gets $50, and the number goes up with each placement. But I don't remember exactly how much it goes up. So I can't do the math perfectly in my head right now. Wife's in the room, so no flirting. Yeah, not tonight. Sorry, brother. That's a good idea. I appreciate the feedback in the chat. I've been putting a lot of effort into it. I've already started building out the Minecraft world and some of the challenges. And I'm very, very excited. I've also started building the logo, and I think it looks sick. I did a rough draft that I hated. I was like so disappointed in it. And I sat on it for like 2 weeks, just stewing, kind of angry. Like, why can I not come up with anything better? Why does this look like shit? And for like 2 weeks, I couldn't think of anything better for a logo for this game show. And then the other day, as my wife and I were driving, we'd gone on like a little dinner date. And again, I'm broke, so like our definition of a dinner date was Popeyes. So we were driving home from Popeyes, and it hit me like an epiphany. This beautiful idea for a logo. I don't want to spoil it yet. I would love to show you guys because I'm so proud of it, but I think I'm gonna wait until the official trailer, like the announcement for the game show, to show off the logo. Because I'm just really proud of it, and I kind of want it to all be announced in one video. I'm okay like talking about it on stream, but the official announcement I want to be all in one place, all in one video. Yeah, the plan is mid to late April is when I want to do this game show. And ideally, if I'm not lazy, I want to live stream it on like a Saturday. Specifically like a Saturday where I have off work the next 2 days after that. So I can try to do like a quick, rough edit of the stream. It's not going to be perfect, all right? It's not going to be like the greatest edit I've ever done in my life. It's not going to have captions. Probably not going to have a bunch of cool jump cuts. But at least edit out the fluff and then upload a YouTube version of the game show that obviously isn't 6 hours long uh, within like 48 hours of the live stream. Gotta let me know so I can request off in time. For sure. I will definitely let you know. I'm literally just waiting back to hear from one of my cameramen. I say that plural because I have two options. I hit up option A first today, who might still be in the chat lurking. If you're lurking, brother, let me know. Um, and then if they're unable to do it, I'm gonna hit up my second option as a cameraman. Because obviously I need to, I need to get a date approved with my cameraman first. Because if I don't have a cameraman, I'm fucked. And then once I have a date approved with my cameraman, I'll start sending out invites to people. I do want to say though, there are gonna be some people that I'm gonna purposefully assign as like alternates. Think of it in like theater as like an understudy. And anyone who I give that position to is all but guaranteed a spot in a later season. Like if you get an alternate spot in season 1, you're pretty much guaranteed to play in like season 2 or 3. But I need alternates because if someone basically like ghosts me day of and just doesn't show up to play, I need the correct amount of players. Like it's not a requirement, but the season kind of relies on 9 players. It's low key like a theme of the game. Yeah. So there's some people I might pick to be alternates or like understudies who I could trust to not ghost me, and those people will also get paid. The alternates are also low key getting paid just for being willing to like be on standby. Anyways, let's see if we get any shinies. Let's see if we get any shinies on the GameCube. I realize, like, to some people, what I just said might not make sense in their logic, in their brain. Like, having someone reliable as an understudy, as an alternate, why not just make that person on the official cast? But, like, for me, I want low-key, like, a reliable person as an alternate, because if I have someone unreliable as an alternate and someone on the actual cast gets ghosted, they don't play, and then my alternate is also unreliable and doesn't play, well, now we're fucked out of a 9th player and the season starts with 8. At least that's how my brain works. I want like a safety net. I always want to go like the safe route and just be smart about how I do things. Unlucky. Anything on the DS? Am I on box 1? I am in box 1. Okay. But yeah, I'm very excited. I have lots of fun ideas. I already have ideas for like future seasons, which is kind of fun. I don't know how many seasons we would do of the Wolf's Den show, game show, whatever you want to call it. Because obviously I want to do other game shows. But like Wolf's Den is something I'm already passionate about because it's low-key like my own little twist on a game show. And because I put my own twist on something and like I've added my own flair, it does feel like original to me, and it kind of feels like my own creation, and that makes it almost more special for me. So I could see this becoming like a reoccurring series on our stream. and therefore I have ideas for future seasons already. But yeah, it's so funny too, because I've been like coming up with ideas for challenges and themes for seasons. What's difficult though is coming up with like twists and advantages that don't break the game, because like, for example, I love Survivor. Love Survivor. But I don't think I could ever host a Survivor themed game show on my stream, because the concept of the game kind of falls apart when you host it live. Like, people would very quickly be able to just watch the stream and figure out, oh, someone's voting for me. And then try to, like, play an immunity idol to save themselves. So, like, I can't have immunity idols in my game. I can't have things like that to help people, like, get an advantage to save themselves if they know they're in hot water. Because it's less impressive if you know you're in hot water if you can just watch the stream. Like, it's no longer social deduction. It's no longer social strategy. You're not like a great Among Us player. You could just be stream sniping. So, like, I can't have any advantages to that style. And it really rules out, like, Survivor-themed kind of game show, which sucks, because I love Survivor. I'm a die-hard Survivor fan. I love Survivor more than I love Big Brother. Big Brother just so happens to work a bit more as a live show, which is why I themed my game show like 90% off of Big Brother, with some twists and some liberties. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I took some liberties to make it kind of my own thing. Yeah, I'm very excited. Liberty Bibberty, yep. God damn it. But I do have ideas for, like, advantages that could work in the future that, like, would be fun. For example, like, an idea I had was, sure, I can't add ways to save yourself, like an immunity idol that protects yourself from getting voted, that negates votes. But I can almost do the opposite of that, where, like, there can be an advantage that if you don't play, you lose your vote. Like, one idea I had is we do a challenge, an Ultima challenge. That's like a relay race. And obviously, you want to be the first place finisher, so you become the Ultima, become the leader of the pack, and you're safe. You definitely don't want to get last place and second to last place, because then you're marked for elimination, marked for exile. But because it's a relay race, I could add like an extra leg to the relay, and it now adds this almost element of strategy to the challenge, where if you compete in this extra leg in the relay, you are allowed to vote this round. But if you don't compete in the extra leg of the relay, you can't vote. So sure, you might get first place, you might be safe, but you don't have a vote. And it could create this like very strange situation where two people are up for elimination, but only one person gets to decide who goes home. Only one person gets a vote, because only one person competed in that extra leg in the relay. Everyone else skipped that leg in the relay because they wanted to be safe. So I'm trying to think of like ways that we can add advantages to the game, ways we can add little twists that wouldn't be abused by stream snipers. You know? Like, the last thing I want is people to get an advantage by watching a stream. So, if there's a twist or an advantage in the game, like in the immunity idol and Survivor, immediately I kind of have to remove that from my game. But we can come up with other things like, you know, earning your ability to vote. So I think that could be fun. Interesting. Yeah, I thought that was a fun idea. I thought that was very interesting. Definitely something that I want to keep working on. I want to keep workshopping, like what are fair and like transparent advantages I can add to the game that won't break the game versus, you know, what is something that would be too overpowered or too unfair if someone stream snipes. And I think because of the concern of stream sniping, anytime there's an advantage or a disadvantage, everyone in the game's going to know about it. Like, you can't add an advantage, nor can you add a disadvantage and try to keep it a secret. Like, this player just secretly won an advantage and no one knows. Okay, if they're watching the stream, now they know. So that's an impossibility. That's something we can't really try to do, sadly, even though that's like one of the most fun things about watching game shows like Survivor, Big Brother, etc. One of my favorite things about playing Survivor when I, you know, played 2 times online. I had an advantage in my one Survivor season I played, the season that lasted 38 days online. You know, when I tell people I played Survivor online, sometimes they'll like kind of scoff. At the very least, they won't take it as seriously as they think it was. They'll think I was playing like a Roblox Survivor. You know, one of those that you can do in 2 hours. Nah, I was in a fucking Discord server with 21 other people from around the world for 38 days. Or at least I was there for 38 days. The other 19 people who we voted out were not, because they were voted out. Worse than me. Sorry. I'm just better. anyways. For 38 days, I was in a Discord server. Trying to, like, strategize, lie, and manipulate people. And the thrill of that game, at least the thing I found the most thrilling, was holding on to, like, an immunity idol from day, like, 7 all the way to day 37. I also held on to an extra vote from, like, day 13 to day 37. Like, I held both of those advantages till the end of the game, just to guarantee my spot to, you know, the final 3, just to guarantee I was safe until the end. And not only is it, in my opinion, like, I'm not trying to hype myself up, but I'm gonna hype myself up for a second. Not only, in my opinion, is it a testament to my gameplay that I was able to hold on to those things without wasting them, you know, playing them improperly, or getting voted out with like an immunity idol in my pocket, but to also use them properly. For example, I held on to that extra vote until the final 4, and then used it at the final 4 to split a 2-2 vote in my favor, 3-2. I split a 2-2 tie, 3-2 at the final 4, and got what I wanted, which was Anthony voted out. Sorry, Anthony. Heartbroken. I know. It's okay. He made fun of the way I looked, so I don't actually feel heartbreak towards him. Yeah, like, that's like the most thrilling part about some of these game shows, are the advantages and the sneaky ways you have to go about lying to people and hiding your advantage. You know, do I tell someone I have this advantage to gain trust with them. But if I tell someone, they might just go tell everyone else in the game, and now my entire strategy, my entire game is blown up. It's cooked. Or do I lie? I don't tell anyone I have this advantage, but it becomes increasingly more difficult for me to use it. It becomes almost impossible for me to use an advantage because I cannot plan the use of this advantage with anyone else because no one else knows I have it. Like, the sneakiness of that, the lying, it's so much fun. And it makes me sad that we won't be able to implement that into my game show. But because it's a live game show, it just wouldn't work. It's a bummer, but it wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm very excited about this game show. Hoping it all works out. And hoping for the best. Really hoping for the best. I think it'll help that, like, we're only doing it with 9 people. And it should only last like 5 to 6 hours. Only 9 people, and it's a final 3, not a final 2. So, like, realistically, you're only getting rid of 6 people that game. Only 6 people are getting eliminated. And that's kind of what I want. Like, I want the game show to be palatable, and I want it to be consumable in one live stream. Like, I don't want people to get bored because the live stream's taken 12 hours, but I also don't want people to feel like they got gypped if it only lasts 2 hours. You know what I mean? I think, like, that is kind of the perfect middle ground. All right, let's run it back. See if we got any shinies on the GameCube. Run it back, boys. I've been really vibing to this just relaxing Final Fantasy music tonight. It's been so calming. I think we listen to this playlist like every other shiny hunting stream, but I honestly don't care. Like, can you blame me? It's such a good playlist. My rotation of stream music is usually like relaxing Final Fantasy music, Pokemon Black and White 2 soundtrack, relaxing Zelda music, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver soundtrack, Pokemon Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald soundtrack, and then occasionally I'll put on the Stardew Valley soundtrack. That's not as often. I really should expand my stream music. Oh, sometimes we'll do Donkey Kong music. I do love a good Donkey Kong soundtrack. LMAO. Alright. Let's see what we get. Anything on the DS? Anything at all. Come on. Be nice to me. It'd be really cool if we got the shiny, because then I could just go to bed. I'm not even that tired. I just want to sleep. I had a busy day today. I had follow-up doctor's appointments from my car crash in January, which might sound crazy, which is kind of crazy, actually. I agree. It is crazy. It's just the earliest they could see me as a follow-up because their doctor's office was booked all the way up until March. back when I had my car crash in January. Which, in the moment, I was pissed about. Like, I had this car crash in January, and you're telling me the earliest you can see me for a follow up is March? Wild. So, yeah. Bit of a busy day. I also had a dentist appointment. And then I went out on a little date with my wife afterwards. It's been fun, though. I'm glad we found time to fit a stream in today. After all that. Alright, I should probably increase the shiny reset counter. You know what's crazy? I think I forgot to up the counter after the last reset. I definitely did. I'm going back in the stream to check. Dude, I did. We were at 2,192 for 2 resets. I'm glad I double checked. This is how bad my memory is, though. Well, it's tough because each reset is like 15, 20 minutes long. So if I forget, like, I'm probably never going to remember unless I'm going back 15 minutes into my memory. And also, it's even more of like a detriment if I forget a reset, because if I forget a reset, it's 137 subtracted to or added to the counter, depending on which way I'm messing it up. Thankfully, I remembered, so we should be at 2,466 because I forgot to increase the counter 2 resets ago. I just double checked in the VOD. And honestly, I said it last stream. I think I forgot to increase the counter at least one time last stream, but I was too lazy to go back and check the VOD. So for all intents and purposes, we very likely could be at 2,603, but I'm not 100% sure of that, and I'm, again, too lazy at this point to go back and check the VOD from last stream. So who cares? But there's a chance. Honestly, there's a chance we could be at 2,600. I don't know. I don't know. At the very least, I know for sure we're at least at 2,466. But anyways. We keep grinding. We will keep grinding, brothers. Alright. You know what I'm so sad about, brother Brandon? I'm so sad they're getting rid of Fortnite Ballistic, bro. What the heck is that? Dude. I mean, it's insane. When I saw that article come out, and I saw the news that Epic Games was laying off 1,000 people from Fortnite staff, first off, that's crazy. Like, y'all are out here releasing Sabrina Carpenter skins and, like, songs from Paramore. They even have, like, Air Force Ones that you can put on your feet now. But they don't have the money to keep their staff intact. Apparently, they don't have the money to keep the ballistic team intact because they're just completely axing. Just cutting ballistic entirely. I think that's crazy. I'm so sad about it, and it also, it's giving me this feeling of like rush. It's not the best word. I mean, it's the correct word, but it's not the best word. I feel rushed because one stream that I had planned for a while, challenge stream for lack of a better word, was that I wanted to beat every competitive shooter game that I play in one stream. And if Ballistic isn't in that stream, it'll feel incomplete. It'll feel like I'll have a hole in my heart. So now I feel rushed to do that stream before April 16th when Ballistic closes. I'm just so sad. See, ideally, it would be every tactile competitive shooter that I play. Currently, there's 4 of them. The 4 is kind of like a terrible number for a challenge stream. Like, if you're gonna play 4 of something in a challenge video game stream or a challenge video game YouTube video, you might as well just add something to the list and get it up to 5 for a better title. So what I was thinking of doing was adding 1 to the list so we could say it was 5. And I'm thinking of trying to learn quickly how to play Marvel Rivals in like the next week so I can add that to the list. And then sometime in like the next week or 2, we're going to do that challenge stream before Ballistic gets removed. The 5 games we would be playing, the 5 competitive tactile shooter games, I would try to get a single win, just 1 win in each, in 1 live stream. Would be, the list would be Counter-Strike, Valorant, Overwatch, Fortnite Ballistic, and Marvel Rivals. But I've never played Marvel Rivals, so like, that might be tough. And there are other games I could add to the list, but like, they wouldn't be tactile shooter games. Like, I could add, you know, Apex Legends, but that's a battle royale. I could add Deadlock, but Deadlock's more of a MOBA, truly. I saw someone on Twitter asking if they could have Ballistic and write off their own servers. I sent the tweet via DM. Interesting, interesting. Also, do I not have you on Twitter? That could be fun. That could be fun. I sent the link in Discord DMs. Oh, no, I found the Discord DM. I just realized, though, when you sent it, that I don't think we're friends on Twitter. Because when you originally put that message in the chat, I looked at Twitter first, and I'm like, where's my brother Brandon? Can't find you on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, that's cool and all, but also, like, it'd be tough to find 8 people to play with to run your own dedicated server. I barely got 8 friends, let alone, like, 2. You know? What the heck? How do you expect me to find 8 friends to run a game of Ballistic with? What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know, I'm just sad. But I definitely want to do that challenge stream before Ballistic is closed officially. Especially because, like, if I wait until after Ballistic is canceled, there's no way I'd be able to find 5 tactile shooter games to put on that list. Because I'm already stretching the list with Marvel Rivals. Like, I definitely would not be able to find another replacement for Ballistic. Probably not. Yeah. No, I don't even know what would be my next thought. What would be my next choice? I guess maybe Rainbow Six Siege, but I suck at that game, and I also don't really like it. Like, it's a good game, but it definitely leans towards its console community, and the PC community, it's just kind of dead. And it also, like, it's just not for me. It's very close range. A lot of the encounters are up in your face, and I thrive as a long range aimer. My close range aim is trash. When I play Counter-Strike, I prefer like longer range angles. Same with like Fortnite. Oh. Siege, it is like my kryptonite. I also posted a short video today, you know, all of my little socials. And it might be not the most risky video I've ever posted, but the one that I definitely had the most hesitation posting because there's this little thought in the back of my brain, this little voice that's like, I hope no one in my family finds this video, bro. The video I posted today is basically just an edited clip from last live stream of me thirsting over Gwen from Total Drama Island in a much more comedic tone. Obviously, you know, I'm not just gonna post a video of me like straight up goon baiting online. But even though it's a joke, and even though it's comedy, like I prefer my grandmother doesn't stumble upon a video of me thirsting over Gwen from Total Drama Island. Though I do feel like if she saw a picture of Gwen from Total Drama Island, she would also understand. Well, maybe her first question, comment, concern would be, why are her boobs so triangular? But then she would understand. Then she would understand. It's very Lara Croft core. But there's something about that I love. Let me tell you. I do think that's a funny video though. I that's how you know I commit to what I post. Cause sure, like I'm a little worried about family members finding that video, but I think that video is fucking hilarious, so I posted it anyways. I'm committed to the craft. I'm committed to the content. I'm committed to the Minecraft. Sorry. What do you guys think about the cum cube? How do we feel about the cum cube, boys? Dude, I'm so disappointed in this new Minecraft Live and this new update they're rolling out that I went and made an entire fucking video for my YouTube and Twitch members and posted it to Discord. It's actually a free video. So I've explained this a couple times on live, but just to explain again, apologies if I'm being redundant. I have, you know, obviously paid Twitch subs and paid YouTube members, but I don't want some of my free followers and viewers to feel like they're left out. So I still upload some bonus content for free. You know, there's content that I upload to the subs and the YouTube members who pay, and that's like the majority of the content, right? Like 80 to 90% of the bonus videos I post are behind a paywall, but then like 10% of the bonus content I post is for free, just for anyone to watch, anyone who supports me, just so they feel like, you know, they're included as one of the members of my community. And I posted this video to my Discord the other day because I was so fucking annoyed with the Minecraft Live. Like, they could have given us an end update. They could have given us a huge farming update, which I know not a lot of people are asking for. That's kind of niche to me. It's kind of something that I'm probably one of the only people that would have been hyped for, but I want a huge farming and food update. They could have posted anything else, and I would have been more excited than the fucking sulfur caves, bro. The second I saw that, I was over it. I was so over it. And then a little cum cube pops up on the screen. Dog. I was so annoyed. I had to make a little video ranting about it for my Discord members. But like, I don't know, man. It just really feels like Minecraft has lost the plot. I don't understand. Before I get too annoyed again, before I go on an entirely... Before I go on, like, another rant, a duplicate rant to the one I did in that video, and I get too hyped up, let's simmer down, calm down, reel it back in, and let's check and see if we got any shinies. Alright, we'll check the GameCube first. Any shinies on the GameCube? Also, I want to apologize now that I'm thinking about it. I know I said something in the Discord server, but that was like the only social media where I announced it and like said something about it. I didn't say anything otherwise. So I'll say a short apology here on Twitch. I want to apologize that I missed a live stream a couple days ago. I missed a live stream for the first time in a long time, not because I was sick, not because, you know, I had like a car crash like I did back in January. I missed a live stream 2 days ago because, no lie, and I'm not exaggerating, this isn't me gaslighting, this isn't me trying to be funny, haha. No exaggeration, 2 days ago, I slept for 22 out of 24 hours in the day. And I did not plan to do that. Normally, it would be impossible for me to do that. However, my wife was spending the night at her aunt's house because her aunt lives way closer to where my wife works. And my wife worked late, so instead of driving all the way home, she just spent the night with her aunt. So she didn't have to, you know, drive. It makes sense, you know, if you work late, you don't want to drive an hour home. So my wife just drove like 5 minutes to her aunt's place. So because my wife never was home that day, and I was left home alone, that's the problem. I was left home alone, and I can't be trusted to be home alone. I genuinely just slept 22 out of 24 hours of the day and missed the stream for that reason. It was fucking insane. I honestly, like, probably should have been more concerned about the fact that my body was willing to do that. Like, I should be more concerned for my health. That should not be something that I'm just casually willing to do at 27 years old. Probably not. But yeah. I feel bad, nonetheless, so this is my short apology. Because, you know, I've missed a lot of streams this year, but I've had very, very valid reasons for missing live streams. You know, the car crash, and then getting the plague or COVID. I don't even know what fucking sickness I had for 2 weeks. It might have been COVID, but we'll call it the plague. I had some version of the Black Plague. But like, both the car crash and the sickness that I had obviously kept me away from live streaming for the beginning of this year. But this is the first time in 2026 that I missed a stream, and I like don't have a valid excuse for it. I just genuinely slept in. Like, it's like the excuse when you miss school or miss work. I just, you know, I slept through my alarms. Dog ate my alarm. Anyways. We're now at 2,603. And you know what? I might end the Pokemon section of the stream here. Because, like, looking ahead, this is going to be... Sorry, I was doing the math. This is going to be the last time we'll have an even number like this. Like 2,603 is really close to 2,600, whereas the next reset will put us at 2,740. That's nowhere near an even number. 2,877. That's nowhere near like an even 100 or 1,000. But 2,603 is basically an even 2,600. You can practically round down to the 100th. So I think we end the Pokemon portion of the stream here at a flat 2,600. We started the stream at 1,900, so we added another 700 Abra to the stream today, which I'm okay with because I wasn't even supposed to stream today. I wasn't even planning on streaming today, so for an impromptu live stream, I'll take it. And I think we're gonna wrap up today's stream by making my stream schedule for the next couple days. So we'll change gears here. Give me a moment. Let me open Photoshop and get all that stuff ready. Dog ate my alarm. Hey man, it's a valid excuse, okay? Alright, while I'm here, I'm just gonna reset these games. So before I forget and accidentally save, because if I save, we're screwed. If I accidentally save one of these games, we've lost everything. All of our possible progress. And then let me open Photoshop so we can start making our stream schedule for the next week. I'm not going to be able to stream a lot the next week. Like I said, I've had a lot of doctor's appointments lately, and I have like 5 days of work coming up soon. But at the very least, we'll try to stream like 3 days in the next week. Give me just one moment to open up this file. Where... Dude, I always forget where I save my stream schedule. There it is. All right. Move my water bottle out of the way. And we'll switch the stream over to my main monitor here. Alright. Like I said, I think we'll do like 3 streams in the next week. I could probably fit a 4th one in there. Let me look at my phone. If I do schedule a 4th stream, it's going to be like a week away from now, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to play. But I also never know what I'm going to play a week ahead of time. I never have any clue what I'm playing a week ahead of time. Yeah, we could plan one for April 1st. I just don't know what I'm going to play a week from now. So we could do 4. I'm okay with 4. Okay, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and do that. And, you know, maybe if I'm feeling extra energetic after work one day, I'll stream after work one day. But that's probably not going to happen. Alright, before I get too ahead of myself, I'm going to turn off the DS just so it's not losing battery power. I'm also going to turn off the GameCube so it's not needlessly running. Cool. Alright, now that we got both the consoles turned off, let's see what we want to do. Let me open up my phone, look at my work schedule just so I can get the exact dates I'm working. So today is the 26th. Correct. Let's just do that first. That's far too zoomed in. Don't do that. Can I get like a zoom that's in between that though? Am I crazy? Yeah, it's going from 100% zoom to 200% zoom. Hey, what if you did like 150? Wouldn't that be quirky and random, huh? What are we doing, Doc? Alright, file open. game icons. Today, we streamed Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green Shiny hunting. So we'll throw that in there. Okay, listen, I know this is going to sound like such a silly thing to be proud of myself about, but I love this like template I made for my stream schedule. It's such a like minor thing. It's such a small thing to be proud of, but it makes creating my stream schedule each week so easy. I also realized I just zoomed in. It's fine. We're going to be zooming in and out. I messed up the zoom, but we're going to be zooming in and out over and over again, so screw it. No, but yeah, this template I made is so convenient. It basically turns my stream schedule into like the Photoshop equivalent of like a spreadsheet that you just need to click yes or no on. You just need to fill out a little checkbox. Am I streaming in the PM? Yes. Check that box. Am I streaming 2 to 4 hours? Yes. Check that box. And it makes creating this, picture that I'll post on all my social medias so quick. Oh, I forgot. We gotta edit the size of this font because it's way too long of a title to fit on the screen. Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. God dang it, I can't type right now. I need to go to bed. I am really out of it. Shiny hunting! Today is March 26th, and it is a Thursday. Give it up for Thursday. Love Thursday. Alright, tomorrow's Friday. What do we want to do tomorrow? What do we want to do tomorrow? So I know what I want to play on Tuesday the 31st. Tuesday, March 31st. We're just playing the same thing again. We're doing more shiny hunting. But because we're doing more shiny hunting Tuesday, I don't really want to shiny hunt 3 streams in a row. You know what I mean? You guys feel me? Are you guys feeling me? Maybe don't feel me. Maybe don't rub your hands all over my body. I'm married. I don't think my wife would like that. But like, what do we want to play tomorrow? See, ideally, I want to play Ballistic soon. You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Tuesday would have to be a PM stream because I work that day. And therefore, it could only be for a couple hours. However, the reason I'm confident we could do this stream a day that I work is it's the last day I work. And then I have days off after that. So I'm able to stay up late without screwing myself over the next day because I don't work the next day. You know what I mean? Like, usually that works. Like, if I try to stream, let's say, hypothetically, Sunday night or Monday night, it doesn't work out because I have to wake up for work the next day. I would have to wake up for work Tuesday. But because I don't have to work on Wednesday, April 1st. Oh, that's risky doing an April 1st stream. I almost said Groundhog's Day. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh my god, I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Nightmare. No, it's April Fool's Day. I don't... See, I don't know if I have, like... Okay, don't call me boring. Don't call me boring, but, like, I don't give a fuck about April Fool's Day. I actually... Maybe it's because I grew up, like... We'll blame it on, like, childhood trauma, but, like, I've always hated April Fool's Day. And we're not going to say anything more than that. I refuse to give any further information. But anyways. Sorry, I got so off topic. the reason I'm not streaming on like Monday, March 30th is because I work that day and I work the next day, Tuesday, March 31st. So trying to stream after work would be terrible because I'll have no energy after work and I have to work the next day. So I'm just screwing myself over for work the next day. I'm basically taking up more energy that I need for work the next day. But I can work Tuesday, March 31st and stream after work because I don't work Wednesday. Groundhog's Day with like 10 question marks. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna play on April 1st. Like I said, I never know what I want to play a week from now. So we'll just call it a variety stream with either like a midday, maybe a PM start, 4 to 6 hours. That's just a safe bet. A safe way to predict when I'm gonna go live, even though I have no clue what I'm gonna be playing. The real question now is, what the heck are we playing tomorrow? Slay the Spire 2? Dog. I don't have that game. I don't have the game. God dang it. Yeah, what are we playing tomorrow? Friday, March 27th. Ideally, I would love to do a Fortnite stream soon. So we could do it Wednesday or tomorrow, but I don't know if anyone will be online tomorrow. So I don't want to like plan for it, you know? I don't want to plan my entire life around it. So I'm torn. I love that avatar, by the way. Love that avatar. Okay. I could just be lazy. Not lazy. I accidentally closed. I closed Photoshop, but you guys get to see my cool wallpaper. You guys like my wallpaper? It's reactive with the mouse. It's very fun. Move your mouse around, the wallpaper moves. I might be on later in the evening, but I can't guarantee anything. No, that's fine. We could just be lazy. I also can't play late in the evening because I work Saturday. I work the next day. So tomorrow's stream has to be a midday stream. And I don't think I can stream long because I have to get good sleep for work. So we'll say like midday, 2 to 4 hours. I might just keep it at Variety Gaming. And we figure it out in real time tomorrow. Unless I can come up with any other better options. Like, what do I have in my... Let's look and see what I have in my folder here. We could do a chat picks the game stream. And the options are just games that are really quick. I haven't done a chat picks the game stream in a while. Sorry, I have hiccups. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I don't hate that idea. We could do chat picks the game. We could do Fortnite. But Fortnite is a risk. I could do Fortnite with chat. See, the problem with chat picks the game is I'm such a small streamer that the one time I did it, only like one person showed up. So it wasn't chat picks the game, it was a single man picks the game. And like, while it was still fun, and it was a fun experience between me and that chatter, it doesn't get the same appeal of like an actual chat picks the game live stream. That's why I've never done it again. I've only done it once, and I've never done it again. It's like I'm low key waiting until maybe we get some more viewers in the chat to do that again. And I know for a fact if we stream tomorrow at like 2 p.m., which is when I plan on going live, that I'll be lucky if I even get one person in the chat. On a school day, when people are working, there will probably be no one there. It'll be no one picks the game. So, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Fortnite. Yeah. Fork all them knives. Hi, Hollow Man. It's wonderful to see ya. Or we could do Warframe. I know Zach has been begging me to play Warframe lately. We could do Warframe. Oh wait, I'm starting to feel Warframe because like we could do Warframe, and then if I get bored and I have no one to play Warframe with, like say Zach isn't online, we just switch to Fortnite. Let's do Warframe. I realize this plan is basically just variety. Like I'm starting with Warframe and I might switch over to Fortnite, but because it's not a guarantee that I'm switching over to Fortnite, I'm not going to call it a variety stream. It could just be Warframe. It could be Warframe and Fortnite tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm torn. Alright, I like that. Warframe / variety. You know, it's only a 2-hour stream. I'm not going to sweat it. Okay. I'm happy with that. Cool. Alrighty. That'll be our stream schedule for the next week then. The only one I have hesitation towards is Tuesday because I work that day, but hopefully I'll have the energy after work to stream. Everything else is pretty locked in. But you know what? This is a good idea. I like this. I'm sticking with this. Otherwise, I think I'm going to end the stream there. I really, really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Like I said, today was kind of an impromptu stream. I did not have today planned out ahead of time. The schedule will be going out after the fact. So technically today was on the schedule, but I went live impromptu. I'm just adding it to the schedule postpartum. I know that's not the right word, but it's so funny. I added today's stream to the schedule postpartum, just to make it seem like today's stream was planned. It was not. It was entirely impromptu. But that's okay. Even though today's stream wasn't planned and was off the cuff, I appreciate everyone who showed up nonetheless. So thank y'all. It means a lot. Postpartum? You pregnant? And what about it? Getting some very judgmental aura from you right now. Anyways, I appreciate all. Have a wonderful night, and we'll be back tomorrow with some Warframe and variety. Warframe / variety. Anyways, see y'all later. Peace out, boys.